How is your brother?
Asleep since I returned from the Dominion. Taya says he should be back on his feet soon enough. For a while, at least. She discovered something on his chest. A swelling, circled in stone.
The curse. For every mountain we climb, another rises up to greet us, doesn't it?
It's never ending. Even the sky seems to have grown tired of it all. Taya won't be happy if I disturb Joshua. While he rests, I might as well see what Otto has to say.
Did you see the pair that got hauled into tires?
Trouble with your gear, or what do you want? And?
Clive.
If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it. You're rubbing me blind, you know. You'll not find a better price than that. You're rubbing me blind, you know. You'll not find a better price than that. It'd better all be here. You'll not find a better price than that.
Yep. So, what'll it be? No scratches, right? That it? Fine.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
There's talk of these skies driving me mad.
Otto,
The realm, as long as you look past the fest, is with your uncle in the Free City. Sent an owl their way the moment the winds turn foul.
do you have any...
Well, that depends on your...
All right, fine. What do you suggest we do?
Oh, no, I'm just a messenger. Could be that Lady Vivian and Old Tomes have their own. Could be that they don't.
I suppose not.
How is it that not that you are to blame?
I'm sorry,
My countrymen are stronger than you think. A few toppled clock
I
towers.
hope so.
Look at us. Tempting though it may be, sulking will not help us find...
You believe there's one to be found?
I don't know. But I am... Beneath these darkened skies, fear and confusion reign over Valisthea. Oh, the lands around the fallen Mother Crystals had already begun to wilt for want of ether. But not like this. Crystals that filled wells and fueled furnaces. Now nothing but pretty shards of rock. And those that hang from the people's necks cast nary a glimmer of light to keep the dark at bay. It is only a matter of time before the common folk convince themselves that the end of days is upon us. Yet I fear a swift end is more than we can hope for. While most of the world thirsts for ether, the remainder drowns in it, spawning Akashic in droves. And amidst the hordes of mindless beasts, with magics as like to fail as function, even the strongest nation would falter. Rosaria and the Iron Kingdom teeter on the brink of collapse, while the tragedy in Twinside has all but paralyzed the Holy Empire. Dhalmekia fares little better. Rumor has it the ministers fled the capital after the fall of Drake's Fang, leaving their beloved republic to crumble. Waloed, meanwhile, moves in earnest. The Einherjar has been sighted off Storm. The world, in short, is in chaos. It would seem our civilization was nothing but a castle of sand, to be washed away at the whim of the waves.
A castle of sand.
Not my best flourish, but it seemed fitting. The reports I've received are considerably more blunt in their appraisal. Without the protection of their nations, it will fall to the people to defend...
Which is only ever going to...
Defending a farmhouse against a band of chocobo thieves is one thing. But pitchforks and palisades will do little to stall it should the King of Waloed deign to invade.
None but us.
Is a storm coming, Sid?
Let me guess.
Is there anything you don't know?
It doesn't take a court astrologer. That, I believe, is a question the fourth. And on the sixth day, did the gods tear the sun from the... But I dare say you remember your childhood lessons on...
You think they're connected?
Well, he has certainly exhibited powers that...
There is nothing divine about...
But he wouldn't be the... Had I the Journal of Moss the Chronic, you will forgive me.
Certainly not. Even without this journal, you provided us. Perhaps Otto will be more inclined to share his thoughts when he hears what the others had to say.
Clive, we have a problem.
Only one. That would be a first.
It would. Heck, we had as many owls arrive. Martha's got a Kashik out her gates and talk of monsters roaming the...
And don't forget Dalimil.
Loop.
When it rains...
It fucking pours. The curse breakers are spread thin, taking stock. And even if I could get word to all of them, which means...
Jill and I...
Let them know we're on our way.
Clive! Quick look. Always something in there. How are you doing? Don't be a stranger, eh?
How may I help you today, Clive? Come to claim your just desserts? Here you are. Best of luck out there, Sid.
Man's gonna die if we don't get him to a healer.
Martha. It's good to see you.
And you, Clive.
Otto said you'd been attacked by Akashic.
Those skies are what happened. Not long, there were hundreds of them. Tried to storm the hill. The rest are still down there now. And
What do you think, Clive?
That we join the fight.
I thought you'd never off now. Where I need you is the Fallen Gate. Let the men know you've come to help. Something tells me they'll...
We're on our way.
Do you think they're... As many as Martha says.
More.
You don't think they've abandoned us, do you?
Clive, wounded.
We deal with the Akashic first.
Fire and blade! All yours, Now, Torgal! Torgal, kill!
These men don't have...
If you've come to rob...
You are mistaken, my lord. We're here by Madame Martha's leave.
How do you know my name?
Forgive me, my lord. There wasn't time for introductions.
Wade's men? Where is your commander?
Sir Wade left earlier with a scouting party to find...
Did he? Take your wounded back to the inn. Martha will see you're looked after.
And to think you took them for thieves. A fine reward for holding off the horde, that is.
When did Wade and his men arrive?
Not long after Rosalith fell. They were making ready to leave just as the skies turned.
Martha! Trouble! And they've got wounded with them!
Damn it all.
We'll worry about that.
You look after everyone here. If any can still fight, send them to the lift.
I will. You two be safe.
My brothers.
Mad dogs. The lot of them.
Squire, but what about... I didn't ask, Oscar. Sir.
Sir Wade.
Lord Rosfield.
Martha seemed to think you might need some help, and by the looks of it...
We thought we could, but we didn't know there would be so many.
Behind you!
Damn it! We need...
Do you think we can hold them off?
We can certainly... Are you with us, Sir Wade?
Always.
Then let's do our duty.
Is anyone hurt?
I don't think so.
And yet again, you've pulled me from the flames. It's just a pity I keep walking into them.
You've never...
I see you're all in one piece.
Martha!
Is something wrong?
The lookout saw smoke coming from down Eastpool way.
A second horde.
Feel like finishing the job.
Always.
Jill and I will make for Eastpool. You'll need to move the injured without.
Don't you worry about them.
The moment my men are safe, I'll follow.
Mad dogs. Alive.
My brothers.
This man's gonna die if we don't get him to a healer.
Just punch me. I was crushed.
They're headed for the rest.
We have to slow them down. Martha and the others won't be ready.
Something's coming.
Apologies, my lord. Did I miss anything?
Only the first round, so wait. Shall we?
Yeah!
Do you see any more?
No.
But it won't be long before...
Then we make for Martha's well.
What did you find out?
The same as Sir Wade.
Well, wherever they came from, they're gone. Hopefully we'll have enough time to look.
How many of your men were in?
A damn sight less than if you hadn't turned up.
It was a hard-fought victory. But as long as the skies... It's not a matter of if the Horde will be back, but when. The inn here affords a good view.
What do you say, Martha? You don't...
Well, when you put it like that...
My lord. Oscar? It isn't... I am Oscar. Oscar...
Murdoch.
Oh, he didn't. But his brother... Well, go on, then. Yes, Sir Wade. If it please you, my Lord Marquis, I would learn the duties of a shield from...
I'm sorry to disappoint you, Oscar, but I'm a shield no longer. Nor was I ever the finest. And spending time in the company of an outlaw hardly seems a fitting education for one.
My Aunt Hannah once told me that a man is not defined by his title, but what he does in its name. You have accomplished much since taking on the mantle of Cid, winning no little honor, and I would sooner serve under an honorable outlaw than an unworthy shield. Not that Sir Wade and the other Guardians...
It's all right. We know what you mean. There is only so much the boy can learn from me.
But a squire...
Would that really be so bad? You were a squire once.
Know that I'll show you as much leniency as your uncle showed me.
I would not have it any other way. I will not let you down, Lord Rossfield. You or my uncle.
Fucking thieving bastards.
Cid, your new companion appears much more formidable than your uncle. Should I be worried?
Jill, Clive has told me much about you.
All lies, I'm sure.
Your Stolas said that Dalimil has a bandit problem.
Indeed. Although, you're a little...
Any idea where they went?
The desert's a big place, but the fact is...
What did you say to me?
Ah, as if by magic. Let's just say we've yet to reach a and at this rate, it won't be the actions of the bandits which prove to be on. I've tried reasoning with the dissenting parties.
Perhaps we could talk to them.
What makes you think they'll listen to her?
What makes you think they won't?
She makes a fair point, Cid. And you won't have wasted much of your precious time if you fail.
Suppose we just follow the shouting.
You wouldn't talk like that if it had been your men whose throats were slit. Blood for blood, it's the only way. We hire mercenaries and have them mount the bandits' heads on our walls as a lesson to the rest.
And what happens when those mercenaries are slaughtered like your men? Are you going to hire more? We're better off using that coin to buy food and supplies if we hire mercenaries, and you cannot fill empty bellies with that. Do you hear me?
But what happens when they come back? Maybe it'll be your throat that's slit.
That's enough. Both of you. Any more of this and I'll throw you out myself. Come back when you're ready to talk like adults.
Victor. What's he doing here?
Cid. And Lady Jill. What brings you here?
I was about to ask you the same thing.
Costness is in chaos, and the markets have all but ceased to operate. The Briar's Kiss here in Dalimil is the only place I can reliably obtain supplies. I was here to do just that when Master Lubor told me of his troubles. He thought I might be able to talk some sense into these fools. But if you're here, I suppose his patience must be waning.
Who are those people?
Those were the thorns in Lubor's side. And the reason this place might be headed the same way as Costness. It's these accursed skies. The darkness is enough to drive a man to madness. Or an entire city, for that matter.
We're still working on the skies. But in the meantime, perhaps we can find a solution to Dalimil's problems.
I hope so. For all our sakes.
So, you see
What I saw was a room full of people who were angry and afraid, but if left to smolder, that
My thoughts exactly. Both sides wish to protect their homes and livelihoods, if only they could agree on how.
And if there's one thing bandits like...
What would Cid the Outlaw...
Well, if it were my namesake, he'd let them choose for themselves, and be on hand to pick up the pieces when it all went wrong.
That sounds like a recipe for disaster.
A recipe for disaster is precisely what it is. But while it's plain neither Conrad nor Natalie will countenance the other's proposal, it may still be possible to make them doubt before presenting...
And that would be?
To pool our resources and save this...
When all that fear and anger can be directed?
It appears we have a plan of action. Victor, pay Conrad a visit. See if you can't convince him of his folly. I'll speak with Natalie.
As you wish.
Your faces are not well known in this town. That may prove useful. Don't worry, Victor and I will do most of the talking. You need only play along.
Play along?
What he means to say is yes.
Oh, I'm ruined. My shop.
If I had my pickaxe, I would...
I mean, it may still be possible to buy some. Ah, here he is now. Natalie, allow me to introduce Lord Underhill of Randalar's prestigious League of Merchants.
Lord Underhill. At your service.
Underhill?
I was just telling the good lady of our conversation, my lord, and how you were lamenting the state of the capital's stores.
Lubor says that not only are the granaries almost empty, but that war and the Blight mean this season's harvest won't be enough to fill them for winter.
Indeed, certainly that is the case. The nobles in the capital are buying up the city's stocks of barley and wine, driving the prices higher than most commoners can afford. It is only a matter of time before the peasants revolt.
It is worse than I thought. If what Lord Underhill says is true, I fear we have little hope of supplementing our stores, meager though they regrettably are. And while I applaud your endeavors to dissuade our more bellicose citizens from seeking vengeance, I sense Conrad is not wrong in his assessment of the bandits' likely return. Which means that now, more than ever, we will need to secure what little we still have. Food, weapons, herbs, everything. If our humble town is to endure not only this hardship, but those that are certain to follow, we must stand united.
All right. If it will help to protect my home, I'll do it. But you needn't have gone through this charade.
Thank you, Clive. Your performance was nothing if not workmanlike.
She saw right through it.
I didn't say it was good, merely that it produced the desired effect. Now, my scouts should be returning shortly. Meet me back at the Briar's Kiss, and we shall see what we face.
Mummy, I'm scared.
Picture it, Conrad. Ah, Conrad. May I introduce you to Jake?
A pleasure, my
The pleasure is all mine.
As I told you, I summoned the commander here from Canver to inquire about a contract.
Victor says you told him that there aren't any men left to hire. Is that true?
True as the crystals cracked. Nobles came and claimed every last one worth his salt. You know of the 7 high houses. Granted, we have a few boys left. If it's boys...
Well, Conrad, are you saying that Dalamil's finest cannot defend this town better than a band of beardless youths?
Absolutely not. We'll show those bastards...
I can't believe...
Conrad's not what you call the brightest, and there's a reason why I had you do the talking and not Sid.
I'm not convinced our roles in this ruse were entirely necessary.
I don't know. Conrad seemed quite taken with you.
Good news. Both Conrad and Natalie have somewhat gracefully accepted their new roles. With time, they may even learn to.
Time no longer appears to be the luxury it was before lunch.
I take it your scouts found...
Technically, it would be the bandits who found my scouts. It appears all of the...
You're not serious.
They don't just want food, they want the whole damn town.
I have a favor to ask. I'm told the bandits march in 2 groups, one from the south and one from the desert, in a move doubtless intended to stretch our...
Very well. Jill and I will meet...
The rest, my friend, the city shall fight. Together. The stakes, I concede, are high. But if
that is a lot of faith to put into those who had their hands around each other's throats, but
then it will be for us to see that their hands are kept occupied. And I do mean us.
I thought you might say that.
We'll hold them off for as long as we can.
And we will do this.
The women folk have come to welcome us.
I'll take that one.
He's all yours.
They mean to overwhelm us. All yours, Torvald!
townspeople.
I don't hear any fighting.
That we should hurry.
Natalie, I owe you an apology. You did well out there. The inn would have been lost had you not held the line.
Without you, there would have been no line to hold. You saved us, Conrad. You saved Dalimil.
We all saved Dalimil.
Conrad seems to have had a change of heart.
I'd say they both have.
I take it from your presence that our visitors from the desert won't be joining us either. Pity.
The plan worked, Cid. Granted.
Calm now, Victor. Why quibble over the details? We are united. As for you, Cid, you fight considerably better than you act.
I'll take that as a compliment.